salutatorian address is Massimo Cuego.
Good afternoon, fellow classmates, parents, teachers, and faculty. Today, I've done what I do best. I procrastinated writing my speech. I'm just joking. Unlike some of my classmates, I cannot say that I have been here since briefing. However, I've been here since 7th grade. As those of y'all know, when I came here, I came straight from Mexico. I didn't know a singular word in English. Well, I knew some basic words, but not enough to have a full conversation with anyone. Now look at me. I'm here giving a speech being saluted for you. However, this has not been accomplished just by myself. Recently, in this lots class, we watched Karate Kid. And one of the lines of the movie is when Mr. Miyagi, the sensei, teacher, tells to his student, the main character, that there is not such thing as bad teachers. No, there's not such thing as bad students or bad teachers. I believe this is not the case in this school, because, how do you manage to get a graduating class with more than 3/4 of students going into quarter education? That is impressive to me. So that's why today I would like to mention some of my favorite teachers. It's pretty much every teacher I had throughout high school. If I forget someone, I'm sorry. I really have to go in my mind with every teacher that I ever had in high school. I'm going to start naming some of them. I'm going to start with one that might not be here, might be watching us. I doubt it. Mr. Iverson. His class was one of my favorite class back in 9th grade. Because I would sleep in his class. I'm not even gonna lie, I would sleep in his class. But I would still somehow be passing and actually making a really good grade. But that's just because the way he taught and his charisma was one of the best I've ever seen on God. He told me one day that I was going to be the late boarding. Guess he was wrong. But, yeah, it was a great teacher. And thanks to him, we managed to get really good scores in the biology STAR test. So that's the first teacher I'm grateful for. How to forget Miss Flossie has been there since day one with her delicious cooking recipes. She's one of the few teachers that has been there since day one. She's still here, and I really appreciate the way she did for her students. I would not recognize Miss Flowers for her wonderful charisma and her wonderful teaching strategies. Definitely one of the best math teachers in the world. Miss Squire, who has also been here since day one, helping her class to excel. Mr. Mack, who gave a good time to others, but to me, I always find his class one of the best class ever. To me, he will always be the greatest English teacher ever. Coach Day, a coach who always inspired me by his great attitude and way of coaching. I will always remember his catchy phrases. How would you not forget when we got into the locker room and he would say, "God bless America," or "What a good day to be a man," or some of his other phrases. Mr. Locke, the only reason I could have ever joined NFL. Coach Hardy, The teacher who I probably gave the most trouble to. Rumor says I'm still grounded from his class. Coach Anderson, he spun away to get a topic to teach the topic. Miss Barnes, the savior of the geography class. I believe we had like 7 teachers in that class, and without her, we're probably going to get class higher. Coach No, the coolest teacher ever, no pun intended. Coach Carter, the definition of I know what I'm doing, I just don't know how to explain it. Miss Washington, without her, I would probably gotten a better GPA, but I wouldn't be certified as bilingual. So thank you, Miss Washington. I really appreciate all the work you did with me. Miss H, the best theater teacher I could ask for. It was really fun to mess with her. She was easily driven by her anger, but it was fun. Miss Haley, the reason why I'm inspired to finish college as soon as possible. For y'all who didn't know, Miss Haley was about 20 years old when she became a student coming up here in Colorado. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons I want to finish college as soon as possible. One of the reasons I got almost 30 college credits coming out of high school. Mr. Bus Driver Coach Director Sheffield. No other person can be as versatile as this guy. It is truly amazing how versatile this is. Miss Barrett, I've never seen a teacher so involved and having such fun activities in her class. So I really appreciate all of the fun activities you put out for us and all the great things you did for us. And Miss Locke, for being the kindest teacher I've met. Like I say, if I forgot a teacher, I'm sorry. I really have to go to all the teachers that I could think of. And now I would like to thank some of the faculty that I've received through high school that have done a wonderful job. Miss Yates, for being such a great leader. Like, it's really amazing seeing how much she did in the first 2 weeks she was an interim principal. It is truly impressive, and I really appreciate all her work. Miss Corbo, for being there since day 1, 2, and helping with everything that I ever asked for. Mr. Bubba Shipper, for keeping us safe every single day. Miss Robert, the only person with higher tech knowledge I've met from this area, besides my dad. And finally, I would like to thank all the people who saw me grow up, just for being there. Your presence matters. That is really, have you ever heard of the butterfly effect? One little piece if one little piece was destroyed, everything else would go down. So I'm really thankful for every single person that is here right now, because your presence can impact me somehow. And now I would like to say, fellow graduates, remember that you can always get a lesson from the people who surround you. Just make sure you're grateful. And with that, I conclude my speech. I wish you an amazing future. Peace out.
And now presenting our valedictorian address is Carolina Perez. Good evening, family, friends, teachers, my fellow graduates. Today, as we gather to celebrate our achievements, I want to take a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought us here. Not just the exams, the essays, or the grades, but the moments that truly defined us. The long nights of studying, where we wanted to give up, the laughter we shared in the hallways, and the quiet times we supported each other when life felt overwhelming. Together, we reached this incredible milestone. It's important to reflect not just on our achievements, but on the journey that got us there. For many of us, that journey wasn't smooth. We had to adapt to challenges that were out of our control. One of the most unique parts of our experience was having different teachers on study leaders. We didn't have the luxury of a personal guide, someone who knew us from start to finish. Instead, we learned to adapt to new personalities, new expectations, and new teaching styles. Year after year. It wasn't always easy. Sometimes it felt like we were starting from scratch all over again. But you know what? That taught something invaluable. We learned to ask questions, to seek out answers, and to go over things quickly. And to what Massimo said, even though our relationship with these teachers were short, we were able to build them because they were such great teachers. They taught well, and they really enjoyed teaching, and were able to build relationships with the students. We are the class that turned uncertainty into growth, and I truly believe that will make us stronger in the years ahead. Graduating today isn't just a testament to our academic work, but to our resilience, our ability to adapt, and our strength in the face of uncertainty. Let's use the knowledge we've gained, not just the facts, but the wisdom. How to think critically, how to stand up for what's right, how to be kind even when it's hard. To our families, thank you for staying by us through all the ups and downs. And to the teachers, whether you were with us for a year or even just a semester, thank you for being part of our journey. And I want to give a special thanks to Ms. Yates, who stepped up to be our principal near the end of the year. Ms. Yates takes us up and everyone needed it most. The believing us in this school has made a real difference. And my fellow graduates, this isn't just an end, it's the start of something greater. Let's leave this place, not just with diplomas in hand, but with hope in our hearts, ready to make a difference. Let's be the generation that doesn't just dream of change, but makes it happen. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
Principal Yates, school board members, by the authority invested in me by the state of Texas and the Colonial ISD Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration of Colonial ISD, I hereby certify that these students have successfully met